come here tonight and plead with you. Believe in yourself and believe that you're somebody. And as I said to a group last night, nobody else can do this for us. No document can do this for us. No Lincolnian Emancipation Proclamation can do this for us. No Kennysonian or Johnsonian Civil Rights Bill can do this for us. If the Negro is to be free, he must move down into the inner resources of his own soul and sign with a pen and ink of self-assertive manhood his own Emancipation Proclamation. Don't let anybody take your manhood. Be proud of our heritage. As somebody said earlier tonight, we don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. There's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
I wish this on no one.
Kenneth and Jacqueline Johnson knew something was wrong when their 17-year-old son Kendrick did not come home from school January 10th.
From the Lowndes High School now. There's a dead body out here.
Okay, where at, sir?
Lowndes High School in the old gym.
The next day, Kendrick was found upside down in a rolled cheerleading mat like these.
I just got weak, nervous.
Investigators said it appeared Kendrick, who was 5'10", was reaching for a shoe that had fallen into the center of a 6-foot mat, and he got stuck. A tragic accident.
Said it was no foul play. He had no bruises, no nothing.
Did you believe that?
No.
And you still don't believe it?
No, I don't.
They think the story about the mat is a cover-up.
Well, I didn't know what to think.
According to Georgia law, Coroner Bill Watson should have been contacted immediately. Kendrick's body was found at about 10:30.
I was notified at 3:45.
Lieutenant Stride Jones is with the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office.
It's a very time-consuming process to basically work your way from the outside in. Once our investigators got to the deceased, the coroner was contacted immediately.
The only reason that I was questioning this incident whatsoever was I wasn't called to the scene in a timely fashion.
I see the sheriff got all the wrong answers. He must be blind if he can't see somehow.
We want justice! We want justice!
There are now rallies nearly every day in Valdosta.
No matter who you are, how much money your parents have, the color of your skin, everyone deserves justice. Everyone.
More than 100 days after Kendrick's body was discovered, scores of interviews and hours of investigation. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation determined Kendrick accidentally smothered to death.
We examined all the alternatives that were presented to us, and the only one that fit the physical evidence and the forensic evidence and the testimonial evidence that we received was this as an accident.
Brittany, we're here now at the Serenity Church in Valdosta, Georgia, with both the Valdosta State University and Morehouse College NAACP chapters, as well as the National Action Network with the Reverend Al Sharpton, who just arrived on scene moments ago. And here's what we know so far. Now, on Friday, January 11th, Johnson, a 17-year-old Lowndes County High School student, was found dead died in the gym. That was the old gym after his family reported him missing the night before. Now, school officials say that Johnson disappeared from the surveillance cameras at about 1:09 in the afternoon that Thursday, the day before. Now, at about 10 a.m. on the 11th, that's when 2 students saw socks sticking out from mats, and that's when authorities were alerted. Now, more than 1,000 people turned out for KJ's funeral on January 19th, but the parents still had questions as to what happened to their son. Now, his family requested an autopsy almost immediately, but months of waiting, they were waiting and decided to wait no more and protested in front of the courthouse in April. Now, when they couldn't get answers by April 25th, they blocked the doors of the courthouse and the family was arrested. Now, the sheriff's office, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and the Lowndes County Coroner's Office released a statement on May 2nd, and they said that the death had been ruled accidental. Now, according to the sheriff's office, the statement says, and I quote, "The investigation was comprehensive and included the completion of multiple forensic tests." Now, the death of Kendrick Johnson has been serious. It's brought reaction from all over in this community, but especially all over the United States. And speaking of that, we have some students here with us who are from the, you're Spanky Edwards from the Morehouse College NAACP chapter, yes?
Yes, sir.
And your name again?
Tyler Barker.
From the Valdosta State University NAACP chapter.
Yes, sir.
And tell us, why is it that you felt the NAACP should get involved in this case?
Well, after months of waiting, again, the NAACP reacted. After we've waited, we did mediation, we worked with the sheriff, we worked and tried to have those meetings. After they continue to ignore it, then that's the time where we show up and do mass demonstrations. So they had the opportunity to deal with this undercover and let justice be done. They didn't want that option, so this is what we've done. We made this a national issue. So I think it's necessary for us to continue to keep pushing the sheriff's office. We're always open. Again, we do not hate anyone. We did this not violently, through love. So this is all the people that is show out of love. This is what we came up with.
And you are right here in Valdosta. When this happened, when you saw this in January, and you guys are one of the major groups that made it a national issue at Valdosta State, why did you feel it needed to be elevated to another level?
Well, we felt it was necessary because KJ is one of our own, and this happened right here in our community. And we felt that is our duty to act upon, which our founders were founded upon, to help KJ.
What's next? And again, Morehouse, you guys are all the way in Atlanta, and you decided to come down and help your brothers down here in Valdosta. What's next?
Well, after this meeting today, we'll again offer the opportunity to meet and come with more facts. We're still working on the facts. We're still trying to get an FBI investigation on here. We plan to take this even more national and international. So after this, we'll meet and we'll see what. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll tell you all what we need you to do next.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Spanky, for that information. Now, we know that there has been a great deal of feedback from the community as a whole, and WTXL ABC 27's Jade Balexa has been following this story from day one. And Jade has had some chance to talk to people in the community today. Jade, thanks so much for being here. And you've been on the ground. It's rainy weather, but we wanted to know what was going on. Tell us what you've heard from the community about this case.
Well, Rockman, I was out and about all day long, hitting the streets, talking to people that weren't involved in the rally, just to kind of get a feel of where the community's at. And let me just say, the community is divided. The city of Valdosta is divided on the issue. Some people told me today law enforcers have done their job. Others say they hope the investigation continues for the family to get some real answers. A lot of people are saying the death is suspicious, but on the other hand, some people believe it is still an accident, so it's a really emotional topic. And like I said, no one would go on camera. I talked to at least 30 people today, and it's just such an emotional topic. It's hard for people out in the community to talk about it.
And we hear them chanting behind us, no justice, no peace. So it's very interesting to see exactly what the community thinks about it. Thanks so much. Our Jay Balexa with WTXL ABC 27 and Bounce News. Now here, the pastor of Serenity Baptist Church is also here with us, Floyd Rose, who is a part of this rally that's going on. And so we want to ask you, why is it you feel that your church needed to be a part of this in the community, and why'd you play host?
Well, this church is the center and core of economic, political, and spiritual life of the black community. So it was fitting that we hosted this, period.
What are you hearing? I mean, I've talked to Mr. Tooley, who is the grandfather of Kendrick Johnson. I've talked to both Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. They said they really don't know. What are you, and they're not speculating, but what do you guys think happened to Kendrick Johnson?
Let me be clear. I am not in a position to say that he was murdered. To say that now, given the reports that we have received over the last few days, is to suggest that the coroner, the district attorney, everybody involved in the investigation, including the criminal investigation team, all conspired to hide something. I'm not prepared to say that. What I am prepared to say is that what has happened here lies at the feet of the sheriff, who at the very beginning, before there was any evidence of any kind, before the coroner could examine the body, before the medical examiner could determine the cause of death, and before the autopsy was completed, said that it was an accident. That is what caused so many problems. He should have waited and said, we don't know what happened, and we want this family to be patient, and we're going to complete a thorough investigation. All this problem lies at his feet, period.
It's the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. Every case of police brutality against a Negro follows the same pattern. They attack you, bust you all upside your mouth, and then take you to court and charge you with assault. What kind of democracy is that? What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court, has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him? My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this. And it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves.
Praise the Lord. This is the way we used to be back in the country. So before we get ready with praise and worship, I'm going to sing a song that requires all of us to participate. And if you don't mind, you stand on your feet again and clap your hands and let's have church today. 169. Everybody, let's praise the Lord right quick. Are you going to do this better? Holy Spirit's joy in here right now. Everybody came for justice. My name is Bishop Darius Ashlock. I'm from the DeKalb County chapter of the Atlanta, of the National Action Network. And I was about to say the Atlanta chapter is here. We came to support you with Reverend Sharp. And open the heavens and we get a prayer. I want to pray from the deepest part of my spirit right now. I'm just asking if you would join in with me. We came for something. I didn't even come here to say nothing. I just came to support the people of Valdosta. It's not about me, it's about the people of Valdosta. That's what Reverend Sharpman represents, the people. We thank him for that. We thank him for that. Now, if we can all get real serious right now, it's time to pray. How many of y'all know prayer changes lives? Prayer changes things. Cancer survivor. Liver cancer. Oh yeah. They had me dead, but I'm still here. 5 years clean. No surgery and no liver. But my God. I'm just taking a little testimony before we tap into the anointing. Yeah. Who believes in the anointing? Person I prayed for is a millionaire. The person before that, they got healed from cancer. The person before that got healed from HIV/AIDS. I'm going to pray. You better get ready. It's time for some miracles. I didn't come down here to play. I came down here to pray. I was praying all up here before we got started. I'm going to pray now. Hallelujah. I know this won't sound rude, but can you go on and please stand with me? Worship. We're going to take authority over the atmosphere. We're going to take authority over the atmosphere. We're going to take authority over the atmosphere. We're asking for it. We're talking about it. Say this with me. Say, you have no authority. But I do. Now in the name of Jesus. Go. So y'all can say that like a minute. Go. Get out of here. Get out of here. In the name. In the name. Every name. In the name of Jesus. Name of Jesus. Those who had courage to stand up and let us stand together. To all of you that have gathered here, our civil rights groups, I'm good, I'm not going to say anything. All of our chapters from National Action Network. I see my brother from SCLC and NAACP. Several weeks ago, we got the call about Kendrick Johnson. And we were told when we got the call that the findings that had been announced by local law enforcement had been done under very unusual and questionable circumstances. What impacted me was when the father of Kendrick got on our radio show and said that he's not accusing anything, but that he wants the truth on what happened to his son. He showed more respect than they showed him and his family. He did not rush to judgment, but he did not abandon his son. And I told him and the attorney that if there was anything that we could do in National Action Network and other groups, then we would do it. As time went on and Mary Pat Hector and Marcus Cole and others kept us abreast, the story got stranger and stranger.
Now, I'm not a pathologist, I'm not a coroner, I'm not a doctor, but I do have common sense. And I'm built kind of funny. Y'all that can see, my nose sticks out here. Then behind my nose is my mouth. And then back here is my brain. Which means I can smell stuff before I can taste it or before I can understand. So, I don't know what I'm tasting, Rev. Rose. I don't understand what this autopsy saying. But something don't smell right. First thing is how they announce something before the coroner even presents. Second thing is why it took 6 hours to call the car. Third thing don't make sense to me is they say that Kendrick jumped down to get something. And there was nobody there to help him. Well, they say when you jump down to get a shoe, but they ain't got the shoe. But if nobody was there but him, then how could he have taken the shoe and his clothes with him? That there was blood on the wall away from him. Now they come back and say, well, it wasn't Kendrick's blood. But then whose blood was it? And if there was nobody there but him, then how did somebody else's blood get in here? So let me get this right. Kendrick jumped down in a spot he couldn't fit. Spat his blood that wasn't his. And took his shoes and clothes with him to heaven. I got no sense to that. Somebody ain't telling the whole truth. Now, somebody said that this family was just going to go through some anger and stand by themselves. But the students from Morehouse said they won't stand by themselves. National Action Network said they won't stand by themselves. NAACP said they won't stand by themselves. SLC said they won't stand by themselves. And all of the community here in Valdosta the students from Valdosta State said they won't stand by themselves. And I wanted to send a statement to the family for this rally today. But since y'all talking so much smack, I decided I'd come myself. This family will not stand by themselves. Kendrick could have been any one of our children. Kendrick could have been any one of us. finding out what happened. Now, somebody asked me in the press, said, Reverend, do you think there'll be any violence? No, we're not violent. We're here because we want to see if there was violence. We are not the ones breaking the law. We're the ones to uphold the law. But the law has to work for Kendrick, just like it worked for anyone else. What touched me is so often I was raised in a single-parent home. My father left when I was very young. Didn't see him until I was way almost in my 30s. Birthday was yesterday. When a black man would stand up for his son. That's right. When a black man would not abandon his family. When a black man would say, I'll take the heat, this is my child. Then I'm going to stand with him until we get answers. I want the city of Valdosta to know that we not only are here now, we're going to keep coming until you explain every one of these questions. Don't give us no phony stuff. Tell us the answer to the question. Let me say this. It is very important that we operate with discipline and determination. What they're going to try to do is get somebody to act up so they can give this family bad news. They're also going to try to get people that got information to get nervous and scared. If you know something, tell what you know. And if you scared, tell us that are not scared and we will protect you. But don't back up, because the danger you get is if you know something they know you know, and you shut up, as soon as it's quiet down, nobody can protect you because nobody knows what you know. So I want us to really be serious about this. Sometimes it takes little time to bring about a real national cause. Selma was a little time.
That's right.
Gina was a little time. We went in Gina, the whole world knew about it. Sanford, Florida's a little time. Valdosta is big enough for us to make a big statement. Kendrick Johnson's case is important to us. We're going to stand together and we're going to get answers. So I want the parents to know I didn't send a statement. I wanted to come and say we're going to walk together, we're going to stand together, we're going to march together, we're going to rally together, we're going to get answers together. We want Valdosta to know no justice. No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! All right.
And God chose America as his divine, messianic force to be a sort of policeman of the whole world. God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you are too arrogant. If you don't change your ways, I will rise up and break the backbone of your power, and I'll place it in the hands of a nation that doesn't even know my name. Be still and know that I'm God.
This This is American justice.
Yes, sir. That's right.
This is American democracy.
Yes,
and those of you who are familiar with it
yes,
know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy.
right.
Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me.
Black man and woman, whatever you do, you should be a revolutionary.